Welcome to the den. Welcome to the den. I'm Evan.
I'm George.
And we're here with
Vincent Vachon, number 1 on the Grosse Pointe South Blue Devils football team from Richard Elementary.
Thank you. Vince, give us a recap of your game last week against Romeo, was it?
Yeah, Romeo Bulldogs.
Great game.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Great game.
We knew it was going to be a tough game. We weren't supposed to win. Technically, we weren't favored, but we knew it didn't matter. We just all came together. I had 2 touchdowns.
Yes, sir.
Like 120 yards, but I got to give thanks to the offensive line, quarterback Jack Lupo, and our coaching staff. They came up with a good game plan, and I just put it in fruition, man.
Yeah, I was definitely pleasantly surprised just with what I heard from the week before. I mean, what was the score at halftime?
The score was 34-3 at halftime.
That's awesome. I was expecting it to be a crazy close game and a very defensive game too, and just that being the score at half, let alone the whole game, was really impressive.
Yeah, and you guys only scored 1 touchdown after that, right? At half.
Yeah, after the half, we knew we just wanted to,
kind of have fun.
Just have fun, keep it going, make sure we don't let it go. Keep the score as it was. Got some backups in, which is always good. You want to get backups in, get the feel of the real thing, and it only helps for future years, future games when kids that don't play got to step up. So that's always a good thing to do, especially against a good opponent. So
nice. I'm just gonna go ahead and ask you, what are your expectations for the season for the football team this year?
Yeah, so my expectations are obviously to win the state championship. I think a lot of our guys, a lot of seniors, we've played for so long together. I think we got really good chemistry out there, and even our younger guys, they've stepped up in a big way, and I do think we have a chance to make it to the state championship. I mean, we have a tough schedule, but all that matters is that we make it to the playoffs, and we just keep winning from the playoffs on. So I think we got it.
Absolutely, that's 100% agree.
Yeah. How and what certain ways are you guys planning on improving from last year? Because last year we still did have a really solid squad, but weren't able to probably do everything that we were expected or really wanted to do. So what is 1 or 2 big things you plan on improving from?
I think a big thing is making sure we attack everything, even the small details, and making sure that we fix every little detail, because once you're a pretty solid team, the good teams and the great teams are separated by the small details. And I think me as a captain and talking with all the other captains, we made it a pretty high priority to make sure everyone is on board and is willing to do what it takes to help this team get better, and it starts with the small details. So.
Yeah. And as a captain and as a big player on the team, how do you manage to do all that and get ready for a big game? How do you mentally prepare for a game like last week where it was supposed to be a really big challenge?
I think it starts the second after the game before. So a week before I think it starts. I start watching film on the other team, film on myself to see what I can do to improve, and things that I can exploit from the other team going forward. And then obviously Monday through Thursday I take practice really seriously. I'm making sure that I'm getting better. I'm helping everyone around me get better. And then Friday, the second I wake up, I'm locked in. Obviously I got school, got to be studious, student athlete, right? But once school's over, I mean nothing else matters but that game, and I dial in, listen to music, get some food, go to Cam's office, shout out Cam, the GOAT, and then I'm locked in from there.
So funny enough, our next 2 questions are, what's your best pregame meal? Give me the rundown. You go home from school,
okay.
You got a game in 3 hours, you're all right, I need some food. What are you thinking?
All right, so my meals aren't not very popular, I would say. I think I mix and mash a lot of things. So I like to go home. I like to make ramen noodles with 2 eggs in the ramen noodles.
Fair.
I think the eggs are good for protein. Obviously, ramen noodles are very salty, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. And then I also like cereal with that. I know that's kind of weird, but that's just me. I don't know.
gotta stick with what you got. Stick with what you got.
And then I make sure that I'm like intaking a lot of fluids like water.
Yep.
And,
like water.
And Gatorade.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's good. And then you also mentioned you're listening to music. What's your favorite pregame song? And if you had to right before a big game, you got one song you get to listen to, what are you going with?
I'm probably going. I'm probably gonna say "Party in the USA" by Miley Cyrus.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I think that gets me going, gets me really patriotic.
Absolutely fair point.
Yeah, that's great.
I can feel the veterans running through my veins when I'm thinking about partying in the USA.
Yeah.
And Miley Cyrus was really, really good in Hannah Montana.
Of course.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, so this next question may be controversial. Doesn't have to be a bad thing, can be a good thing. What is the biggest pet peeve about any one of your coaches?
Okay. My biggest pet peeve with any of the coaches has to be the defensive line coach, Coach Shreb. He always comes to practice in a bicycle, and I don't know what it is, but he has a little basket on it, and he strolls up like he's a kid from the It movies, and I think it's hilarious, but I just don't understand why he does what he does.
Awesome. That's that's exactly the answer we wanted.
That's good to know. Another thing we want to know is who are your top 3 guys in the locker room, in terms of energy and just kind of getting the boys going. Who are your top 3 guys in the locker room?
So I think number one has to be Sawyer Weisbrot. He's one of the offensive linemen. He's a lunatic.
Yeah.
He has about 3 energy drinks prior to the game, which is not healthy at all. But if I'm standing next to him, I can feel how much energy he has, and that gets me going. Another guy, I gotta say, Josh Lemansky, one of the other captains. He's he's a good leader. I can get behind him. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's saying. So he's always someone that I can get behind. Pause. And then and then another person that I would say, I would say 3 people, because it's hard to choose.
Yeah.
So I gotta say Trey Grabowski.
Okay.
Because
underclassmen.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Trey's just really nonchalant, and I can get behind that. And then I got Jack Lupo, my quarterback. We're always dialed in, making sure we're gonna help each other out to win this game. Yeah. And then I gotta say Mamba, AJ Zelenuski.
Of course.
This goes with Sawyer. I mean, he's just an absolute maniac.
On the series, so.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes he's just bleeding, just for no reason before the game, and I'm okay, let's go. I'll die for this kid right now. Yeah. So, yeah. All
right, perfect. Thank you. All right, this next one's a really important question.
This is where the interview kind of takes a turn.
Yeah, kind of the rest we got might not be exactly what you're expecting. So, this is a really important question. For the fate of the world. Whole world lies on your shoulders. You get to pick one person on the team to successfully go through an American Ninja Warrior course. Who on the team are you picking?
That is a really, really tough question. I instantly go to Sam Rouleau. I mean, he's athletic. He's a freak. Yeah. He's also never mind. And
you were gonna say he's ginger?
Yeah. He's an athletic freak. He's up there. I'd say Josh.
Yeah.
Josh is, he's athletic for sure. I would say, those are the 2 that come up in my. I would put myself there. Obviously, I got full faith in myself.
Nice job staying humble. I like that.
Yeah. But
Way to still throw yourself in, though.
Yeah. But yeah, those two, I would definitely put my money on.
I can't lie, healthy. I would say the first person I thought of was Wyatt.
Yes.
Let
me dial it back in. Wyatt Hefner is easily the person I would be picking. However, he does have an injury where he really can't do anything but walk. So, unfortunately,
that sucks.
We miss you, Wyatt.
This is my question, and this is one I'm probably most excited for right now. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? So, that's a toss-up right there. Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Hey, Henry.
I like that question.
Yeah.
So, one duck-sized horse.
Yeah. So like a
duck
really
that is the
big
size of a horse.
Yeah, really big duck. Yeah.
Do I have? Is it just my bare?
No,
hands?
it's just you. Bare hands, just you. Yep.
I really like I feel like if I were to go against the horses, all they can really do is bite me with their tiny teeth.
It's 100. 100. That's a thing.
Lot, yeah.
And they can kick too.
They can kick.
And the back leg kick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how big are they?
They're duck size, so they're about like yay high.
Yay big,
You know.
Yeah, but
And they're fast too. They're horses, so you're not like out running.
But like the duck can like.
Yeah, duck could peck you or hit you with its like 8-foot wing.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go with the duck just because it's one. So
yeah. No, that makes sense.
In my opinion on this question, I'm personally going with 100 duck-sized horses just because you just gotta just start kicking them. Yeah, just start kicking.
It's definitely a very tough question.
Yeah, it's a tough question, but I like your answer and I'll respect that.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that would take a lot of time for me to, if it was for my life, I think it'd take a long time for me to actually come to a decision. So from my past experience with you, I'd say that you're a pretty decent fantasy football fan.
Yep.
Yeah. Not to give away any of your secrets, but who would you say is your sleeper pick of the year?
My sleeper pick of the year is Rashee Rice. Lock it in. Rashee Rice, 6th round. First game, he had, I don't know how many receptions, but he dropped like 18 points.
Yeah.
Got him in the 6th round. I also got Cooper Kupp, 4th round. Everyone said, what are you doing? Puka Nacua. Look at Puka Nacua. Stafford said that his guy was Cooper Kupp, and it still is. And now Puka's injured, so Cooper Kupp gets all of the target shares, and those two guys are huge on my team, and I didn't even pick them in the first 3 rounds. Those two, if you have those two on your team, you're looking real good.
League winners, love that.
All right, so the duck question was probably my favorite, but this one is also probably my favorite. If you guys don't know, me and Evan are MSU fans. So, question 11 is, how does it feel that Michigan will probably go 7-5 this year?
So Michigan will not be going 7-5. I think they're floor.
No, that wasn't the question. It was, how does it feel that they probably will go 7-5?
They won't. So there's no worries.
But like they probably will go 7-5.
No, they won't.
No, because we're asking because it's a fact. They will probably go 7-5. We just want to know how you feel about it.
I'm speaking.
Okay.
Their floor is 9-3. Okay.
Wow.
Yes, they lost to Texas.
Wow.
Yes, their quarterback game is not that good, but they still have one of the best defenses in the nation. Okay. Donovan Edwards, a great running back.
Not what we've seen. Not what we've seen so far. I'll just say
our offensive line needs to come together. They're all new. Obviously we have a great coaching staff because our offensive lines are always good. Okay. Do I think we lose to Ohio State? Yes. Do I think we lose to Oregon? Maybe.
Yes.
They didn't have that good of a game either.
USC.
We are beating USC.
MSU.
That'll be a good game.
We are beating MSU by 4 touchdowns.
I'd argue not. Well,
we're beating them by at least 2.
No, 100%. I agree with that. But will we? Because this is the end of the podcast.
I'm saying circle back when they play.
Right. Yeah, we will. Blue. Actually, next time we do an interview, if we make it to when does Michigan State play? Do you know? I remember the day.
20 something. Jamie got it.
Yeah.
Jamie, pull that up for me.
Jamie in the back's got it, but I think we'll try to circle back, maybe get Vince on for a quick 4-second segment. after MSU upsets
Gonna show 'em
Michigan.
the score of the game.
Yeah.
Just-
That, I mean, we all know that won't be happening.
Well, you
So,
never know.
yeah.
Never know. Never know.
Jamie, you taking something there?
I believe it's October 26th.
October 26th.
October 26th, all
We'll
right.
see you guys after the first, or we'll see you guys the first podcast after October 26th. So be ready for that. All right, now to finish it off, we're gonna be doing something that
Little segment we came up.
a little segment that we're gonna be doing every time we have somebody on here. It's called our hot play. So we're going right over to our Devil's Den hot play. All right, here we are with the Devil's Den hot play. Vincent Vachon's first of 2 touchdowns against Romeo last week. Let's watch it.
Now what do I do?
We just awkwardly sit here until the clip's over.
It's like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I know. Hey,
That was cool.
let's go.
That was crazy.
Oh, good move.
Good.
Good aim. All right, I think it's done by now. I mean,
Okay.
We'll give it a little bit of time.
And now.
There we go. All right. Yeah, that was a sweet play. All right, now we're gonna
Don't
have
play.
Vince break this play down for us. So Vince, let's say.
Okay, so first I get the call.
Yeah.
You know, I know what the play is. The play is supposed to go to me. So I'm
The first look.
Yeah, I'm reading. You know, the linebacker and the 2 safeties above there. I didn't really know what they were gonna do when the ball was snapped, but you know, I was like, all right, well, we'll see. So Jack Lupo, our quarterback, calls hike, and what I have to do is I have to run off of number 3, Sam Creparata.
Yep.
And then I have to make a cut outside, and I have the choice to make a cut really flat or not so flat. But however, I saw this safety all the way on the left side, number 6. He was flowing to the left side way too much, so I decided to just go straight up field, which really isn't the play. But I go straight up field. I ask for the ball. Lupo gets hit, throws a great ball. I catch the ball, and when I caught the ball, I saw one kid fell, and those other 2 kids just couldn't catch me.
Green grass.
And yeah, it was really wraps from there. No one can really guard me. You know, it's nothing crazy. You know.
So, for the people that don't really know about football, in a perfect world, was that a perfectly executed play?
Yes, I would say that was a perfectly executed play.
On your side? Like,
On
you
my
did,
side.
You did everything you were supposed to do.
Me and Lupo did everything we were supposed to do. Lupo did a great job reading what I was doing, because it's kind of hard to know exactly where I'm going to go, because he's also got people running at him. So the way that he was able to read where I was going, give me a good ball, it worked perfectly. Obviously, it would have been nice if Lupo didn't get hit really hard as he threw it, but you know, not everything's perfect, and we still got it done. So yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, perfect. All right, Vince, thanks for coming out. I know we got to get you back out onto the field. We got walkthroughs and a big,
Yes, sir.
big game
Thank you,
tomorrow.
guys. Thank
at
you.
Utica.
appreciate
Be
it.
2 weeks from now, I don't know the date, but
Roseville.
at home, Jersey theme. You need to be there.
Let's go.